Welcome to your YouTube channel Vitamin C, where we talk about cash, career, and clarity. We also talk about care. Today, we are going to talk about a different kind of care, a care in your food, a care in your hobby, a care in a food which you like. People, everybody loves cakes, brownies, pastries. So, here we have someone who makes caking not only an enjoyable experience but who feels that baking is a therapy. So here we have Nikita Kheskani, who is a fashion designer from NEFT by education, but she has took up a baking as a profession by hobby, and she has come up with baking therapy. Welcome, Nikita, to our YouTube channel.
Hi.
So first of all, I'm very amazed with this name, baking therapy. Why baking therapy?
Baking for me is a therapy. So,
Okay.
before when I entered into this profession, I used to bake for my family, my friends, because for me, baking is a therapy. Whenever I was frustrated, or whenever I had my mood swings, or whenever I get that anxiety attack, so I used to go down to my kitchen and I used to start experimenting with the baking.
Okay.
So many of my products which came into this baking therapy menu is due to my therapy basically. But therapy as in my name is baking therapy as in PIE and not PY, because there should be a element of baking into it.
Exactly. For us, therapy is like football therapy,
Yeah.
cricket therapy, without the element of I.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as we mentioned that you are a fashion designer from NIFT, and you have come into this profession, you're doing very well for yourself. How did you plan of coming into home baking concept? And why did you start it? What was the motivation behind starting it?
So basically, I graduated from a fashion college and then I did a 9 to 6 working job. But then eventually I realized that this is not my cup of tea. I would rather do something of my own. So, baking being a hobby since childhood, I decided to be a home baker and just give it a shot.
Okay.
So, that's the thing. And my motivational force is my best friend who motivated me, but in a unique way. He used to taunt me, or he used to tell me, you should do this, you are wasting your knowledge and all. So just to prove him wrong, I was like, I should enter into baking.
Okay.
So forever grateful for him.
Okay. Imagine if I had a friend, someone who is taunting me, I would break the friendship, but I would never start anything.
No,
just
but
because
just
of
to
his
prove
taunt.
him wrong, I was like, no,
So
I
that
had to
itself
start.
is a motivating story
Yeah,
for yourself.
yeah.
So how did you start? How did you start approaching customer? Because when you have a shop, when you start it, professionally,
Yeah.
you have the banners, you have a place, you have a marketing agenda, you have a marketing budget as well. For a home baker to reach out to people, it's very difficult. That's what I feel. So where did you start it from? How did you start connecting people?
Yeah. So basically, initially, I was into word of mouth marketing, which is the best source, which I consider is the best source of marketing through my friends, my cousins, my relatives. And then after few months, I joined BNI, which is a business network concept where we meet new business people. And then I used to get connected with them and I used to get my orders, corporate orders, or, Diwali orders, bulk orders. And lastly, now my main focus is into Instagram because eventually I want to become a lifestyle blogger, baking being an integral part of it.
Okay.
So now I focus on Instagram where I post all my baking and other works.
Okay.
So now I'm focusing on that.
We can also reach you on Instagram at
Yeah.
Baking Therapy,
Yeah.
ending with IE.
PIE, yeah.
Yes,
So that's
PIE.
the
That's
thing.
what you need to remember always.
Yeah, to follow my
Okay,
page.
so now I understand that you have started your, baking therapy, home baking from your home itself. You had a hobby, you have the menu on your card, you have the people around you who has started tasting your cakes. What was the next step? How do you want to take it forward now? Or what are the challenges do you face? I mean, does some orders scare you? Does any people scare you? What are the expectation that you feel that home baker faces in the initial time?
So initially, what happened? I used to get only 1 or 2 orders in a month. So that turned into like I was into panic mode in that because I had so much supplies with me and only 1 or 2 orders. So that made me scared. So eventually, even I thought of giving up or shutting down the business. But then eventually, when it grew, then I became conscious about negative customer feedback.
Okay.
Like, because I started as a hobby.
Right.
So I was like, I was not a professional baker.
Right.
So then I was like, due to that anxiousness, due to negative customer feedback, whether they would like my baking goodies or no.
Okay.
So that was my anxiousness. And now the things are because people are more into designer and fondant cake.
Right.
So my third thing was now people are switching over to healthy cakes as well. So my USP is fusion and healthy cakes.
Okay.
So people are so my this drawback was that I used to think I don't make fondant and designer cakes. So which turned to false. So people are opting for that. So these are the few things which I consider.
Okay.
But now it's all good.
Can you give some names of your cakes or some flavors of your cakes out of your menu, which is most popular in fusion cakes now?
Yeah, so I started fusion during Raksha Bandhan because my brother, he loves Western desserts, cakes, brownies, and also used to tell me, bake this. I will not eat that Indian mithai.
Okay.
And then I am more of Indian sweet. So I
Okay.
was like, why not to combine both?
Okay.
So I came with this fusion called Rasmalai cake
Okay.
3 years back. So now I became popular as a Rasmalai cake girl.
Right.
Because right now here, no one sells Rasmalai cake. Like home bakers, they do. But
Yes.
you will not find anywhere in outside the bakery.
Right.
So that is my USP. And in the chocolate, I have Ferrero Nutella.
Okay.
And I started as a healthy cake line as well. So where I make cake which are vegan, gluten free, and naturally sweetened by dates, honey, and organic jaggery sugar.
Okay.
So you can eat it guilt free.
Oh.
So this is what I started with.
So I think this is what differentiate you from the professional bakers.
Yeah, so mainly is the fusion and the second is the healthy cake line.
Okay. How do you see your future as a home baker? I mean, if this is the question from the people who have, an idea of becoming a home baker or an idea of starting something from their home with probably lower investment or with probably lower risk as well. So you are in this field for more than 3 years now and
Yeah.
you're quite popular now. So where do you see yourself in the future? You've said that you want to become a lifestyle blogger as well. So how are you planning to combine this both?
So basically, one tip which I'll share with everyone is that you should have a passion and you should take risk and you should not make yourself down seeing other people's accomplishments because
Exactly.
we have that complex like baker like being when I started I was like, oh, she has that fondant skills, she has that, I'm not into that. So one should have their unique factor basically,
Right.
like what makes you unique from other people.
Exactly.
So that thing, if you see yourself, if you have that one unique factor, then everything will fall into a place.
Exactly.
And becoming a lifestyle blogger, I want to become a lifestyle blogger because I practice yoga as well since 10 years.
Oh.
So I want to do yoga with the healthy baking, with my little bit of fashion sense, and then make a good blog out of it. Along with that, I also want to conduct a baking workshop where I can, spread my part of baking knowledge to
Okay.
other people.
Okay, so you're part of therapy, you can say,
Yeah,
that you
right.
can share with the people.
Yeah.
So I can see all the dots are connecting now. You've been doing yoga, you've started baking, and you
Yeah.
want to become a blogger and you want to take further everything.
Everything together.
Okay, thank you so much, Nikita Kheskani, for joining
Thank you
us
so
this beautiful day. And here we have Nikita. You should try her cake once. Before she starts selling it globally and it becomes difficult for us to even get an order from her. Thank you so much, viewers. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and comment below and to give us more ideas that what kind of content we should come from. Thank you so much. This is Pritesh signing off from Vitamin C.